Hey there, Eli Tatum with Transworld Business Advisors in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And today is Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. It is already November. October is gone. It was here for a short while, and we are already in month 11 of the year. That is amazing. The year's moving very quickly and is showing no signs of slowing down. So, this is listing season. This is the time of year where people think about what they want to do in the next year. 2024 is right around the corner. And if you're thinking about selling your business, this is sort of the time you might be planning, thinking about coming into the new year, selling your business, retiring, changing careers, whatever it might be. And if someone's buying a business, similarly, they might be thinking about what they want to do differently in the new year as it comes to career. And so a few things to consider when thinking about selling your business. The first one is the timeline. How long does it take to actually sell a business? And it's a great question that you may have, and we've addressed it before, but on average, it takes 8 to 12 months to actually sell a business once it's on the market. It's a lot different than a real estate transaction. You might think of selling a house. The last couple of years, houses were selling very quickly. Houses were on the market sometimes for a few days, and they were under contract, and maybe even faster. Businesses are not that way. Typically, it takes, like I said, 8 to 12 months. The fastest one that I have seen done from list to close was about 72 days. And that was an e-commerce business that was priced very competitively. And it was very easy to run, a very easy business, and it took over 2 months. So why might that be the case? It's just a different type of transaction. And frankly, there are usually less people looking to buy a business than buy a house on average. So everybody needs somewhere to live. Not everybody is looking to own a business. So the market's a little different. So that's the first thing to think about. The second thing is the fact that 80% or so of businesses that are on the market never sell. They sit on the market for a long period of time, and they might have a little bit of activity. What ends up happening a lot of times is a seller of a business gets discouraged, but in reality, most businesses do not sell, and the reason that's usually the case is because they are overpriced. The price that the seller is asking, a lot of times it's connected to the blood, sweat, and tears they put into the business. They're thinking about the fact that this is like another child to them, that they put a lot of work and effort into. They see a lot of value in it, and it's had a lot of memories. And they've built this wonderful system, this wonderful name, and maybe have employees that they've poured into. And I understand that. And there's a lot of value to that, which is why it's more valuable than a business that's not running and is just selling off the stuff. That being said, when a seller sells their business, it's helpful for them sometimes to think like a buyer when it comes to pricing. You don't want to sell yourself short, leave money on the table. But at the end of the day, you don't want to list the business for so high that nobody calls either. So when a buyer comes in, most buyers are looking almost exclusively, not entirely, but almost exclusively at the numbers. Do the numbers make sense? Does the business cash flow? And how quickly am I going to make my money back that I pay into the business? And especially if they're going to be working in the business, they're not going to pay nearly as high of a price as somebody who has to do nothing with the business whatsoever. It's almost like a rental property. It's completely different. And so most businesses enter the market at a price that's too high and don't end up selling. And the market ends up telling you that pretty quickly if you don't get the activity you're desiring to get for the business. At the end of the day, a business sells for what a buyer is willing to pay and an owner is willing to accept. That's what a business is worth at the end of the day. And that leads me to my third point, and that is, if the business is going to sell in the proper time frame, it needs to be priced correctly. And the way that we do that is called a broker opinion of value. And a broker opinion of value is a very valuable tool for you as a business owner and for you as a business buyer to understand how a business got a price that is a most probable selling price, an MPSP, it is often called. And it is based off of the data in the business. It is based off of the cash flow. It is based off the sales. It is based off forecasting. What is the economy doing? What is this industry doing? What is the projected growth for the business by those who are the ownership and just the trajectory of the growth of the business? What about the assets in the business? Et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of things involved in pricing a business for sale. And the broker opinion of value also dives into some of the intangibles of a business. You could say data points like asset management. How well is someone leveraging their assets? What about debt leverage? How well is somebody using the debt available to them, loans available to them, compared to the rest of the industry that they are in? So it kind of compares you in a certain sense to other businesses that are similar to yours. And there's a lot of work that goes into a BOV, a broker opinion of value. But it is valuable in that it helps you go to market with a price that is a realistic selling price. And it helps a buyer's confidence when they ask a few questions that they always ask. One of them being, if the business is so great, why are you selling it? And we can tell them your story and talk to them about that. But the question that the BOV addresses is, how did you get that price? And how did the value, where did the value of the business come from? And when we have a BOV in place, that is a huge confidence boost for a buyer coming in. So if you're interested in the broker opinion of value, if you're interested in selling your business, give me a call, 864-527-5995. You can text me as well, or you can email me at etatem@tworld.com. Hope this finds you well. Have a great November.